audience, in fact august audience, I'll be moving slightly away from what we have been talking about, the UID, for a very long time. And what I'm talking about is about a case which we have experienced at the Indira Gandhi National Open University over the last 20 years. Now, you must be knowing that this particular university started from roughly around 500 students somewhere in 1996, and today has a student strength of about more than 2 million students. Looking after the needs and services to these particular students, the kind of infrastructure which is supported by Indira Gandhi National Open University, right? So I would like to point out a little bit about it in this particular direction, and the kind of challenges which we face and how this process of data unification and information management is helping us towards this particular direction. Now, if we look at the basic broad structure, where is the student in IGNOU? The student in IGNOU is at the study center. And from where the information is coming, there is a headquarter, there is a regional center, and the final point is the study center. So how do we reach the student? Ultimately, the information is to be collected at various points. So there are bound to be certain processes which are related to data creation. So the data creation process, if you find in the university system, they are at admission centers. Where are these admission centers? At the regional centers. Then there is another data creation process which is being done at the headquarters, where the curriculum designing, curriculum information is being generated. Another information which is being generated at the regional center is related to the teachers or the tutors who will be teaching the students at the study center, and what kind of thing or what kind of knowledge which they will be having at those kinds of centers. So there are multiple levels of knowledge generations, starting from the top level, where we can simply say the headquarter level information level generation. There are study center information level generation, and definitely the student data generation. All these data which is being produced at various levels ultimately have to be utilized at the headquarter level for information and analysis of this particular information. What kind of problems are we facing with this kind of data? Especially, after all, it is a process of unification of data. The kind of processes which we are facing, like we are starting a new program, ultimately the trainers are supposed to know that kind of a program, what is to be taught, what is not to be covered. That particular information reaches sometime late. Although there is a process of orienting the counselors, but sometimes those processes get stealing. So how we can utilize this particular domain of the data unification is not just unification of data. To me, it is unification of processes which leads to generation of data also. And that's what we have done. What we have done, we have created a back office server processes available at the IGNOU headquarter level, where all the processes of which leads to planning, which leads to dissemination are generated over there and passed down to our centers in that particular sense. Then we have a problem of students. Now, where the student records are, once again, at the study center. What kind of problems we face? Students change their information, like something is going to change, the address is going to change, and so many other information about the student keeps on evolving. And those information, once again, are to be collated, put into the right perspective, and put back into the headquarter domain. After all, it all relates to educational administration of the student. So this is where, once again, what we had. Right now we are having a kind of a federated. We have simple applications which are available at each of these particular platforms, and we are going for a sort of federated database management system for which will be managing the whole show, which will be managing the educational administrator side of the data, the student side of the data, as well as all sides of data. This, if you can equate, to me, this kind of process is quite close to what we are saying is the process of UIDs and the related kind of a thing. Ultimately, it is going to be a federation, what was pointed out by him. Like federation of informations, which are on information systems, which are at various places and to be utilized to produce a unified information about the particular person. So this is what we had faced at the Indira Gandhi National Open University level, and I'll be very happy to give answers to the queries relating to this kind of a thing. Thank you very much.